Hi, welcome to Chat and Craft with Lorraine. I'm Lorraine Tierney, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. I live in a little town in New Hampshire, Warner, New Hampshire, and I love to make cards, I love to share cards, and I love to show other people how to make cards. So today I'm going to be doing a baby wipe technique with something a little bit different with it, I think. Maybe even two things a little bit different. Today is Monday, October 21st. 2024. If you're watching live, I would love it if you would say hello. And if you're catching the replay, I also appreciate it if you say hi and let me know with a comment that you're watching the replay. I appreciate every view and every like. Thank you so much. Okay, let me switch my camera around and we'll get started. This is a great technique to do if you have some re-inkers. These little bottles that you use to add ink to your ink pads. And we're going to make our own kind of ink pad today. And we're going to use a couple of baby wipes. And you can use any kind you want. There's no real difference, I don't think, between any of them. These have a little, you can see these little circles imprinted on them, and they might show up a little bit, but that's okay if they do. I have a couple of spritzers with water in it. This one here doesn't have very much water in it. I have a cup of water over here. Maybe I can pour a little bit of water into this one because I might want some extra water. Oh, I did it without spilling. Oh, I spilled because I overfilled it. Okay. That's what your jeans are for, right? Just to wipe that off. All right. Let's get rid of this. Okay. So we have our baby wipes and I put them in my embossing tray. I was just having them on my glass mat, but then I had to stop and clean the mat all the time so I wouldn't get ink on my hands, and I'm already going to get it on my hands, you can see, and so I wouldn't get it on my paper where I didn't want it. So I decided for some fall colors today, and I have some different colors I can show you that I made earlier today. I have Daffodil Delight, Cajun Craze, and Old Olive. Sometimes I like crushed curry in there, but the colors do come out a little bit different on this. Sometimes they're a little darker than you think. All right, so I'm going to make a big section with some ink because I'm going to use a big block with this. So I'm just putting a bunch of drops in there. And here comes the Cajun Craze. I might have to do a little more green in there. Even though you use all those drops, it doesn't seem to use too much of your re-inker. And you can see I'm getting some brighter green than you would expect from Old Olive. All right, so now I have a piece of basic white that's 5 1/4 by 4. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Lisa. And I have, what is this? Which block? This is the E block, and I'm going to put just a little bit of water on my E block, and then I'm going to put my whole block into or onto that baby wipe and really press it in there. And it's not a lot of water. I'm going to add just a little more water And then I'm going to press it right onto my paper. And that's going to be one of my backgrounds. I'm going to smooth this out again. And I may even be able to ink that up again and get it a little bit darker or a little more coverage there. I'm going to add some water on my baby wipes. I'm getting towards the end of the package, so they may not have been quite as wet. And I'm just going to line this right back up on top. I did not add any water to my block, but that still added a little bit more ink. And there we go. I want to get a little more up at the top there. All right. So I'm going to need to let that dry a little bit. You can see, hi Cheryl, you can see the colors there. That comes out pretty cool. They all come out different. You never know exactly what you're going to get. Now I'm going to use a stamp set to stamp, and you've probably maybe seen this part before. So this is a stamp set that's kind of solid. It's going to give you some color when you stamp it versus this type of a flower, which would just give you an outline. I want something solid so that it will pick up a lot of ink. And then I'm just going to start stamping. Now I have to remember to clean my stamp each time. Hi, Sue. Or I will get mud. And I don't want mud. So I'm cleaning off my stamp in between. And I'm just putting it in different spots on my baby wipe ink pad. And I'm going to fill this in with lots of flowers. Sometimes I'm getting all of one color, and then other times I'm mixing it up a bit. And I'm not worrying if they're overlapping. It's all good. It's all pretty forgiving. I think we need some more green. Maybe all three colors on that one. There we go. And I'll just finish by filling that in. Okay. Now I have a little more white in there than I want. So I'm going to use this crosshatch stamp from Spotlight on Nature and do this. Ah, Jan, you like that kind of stamping? Oh yeah, Betsy, it is fun. Baby wipe technique. Yep, Lisa, put them on your next order. Now I'm just going to fill in with a little bit of color with this. I don't want quite so much white showing. I could be here all day because this is fun. And I'm wearing less of it than I thought I might. Sorry if you can hear that chamois squeaking. I know some people don't like that sound. Just a couple more. And hopefully that first background that we made is pretty much done. or dry. Okay, let's clean this off. There we go. All right. That is still a little bit wet, and this one will not be. So I can save this for a little bit, and I can kind of reactivate it by squirting it with some water, and I might do that again in a little bit. So now, oh, where did that come from? We're going to take this piece, it's 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm going to cut some long strips from it. And I'm going to cut them 3/8 of an inch, which is halfway in between 1/4 and 1/2. It's just a nice size. I found 1/2 was a little big and 1/4 was a little too small. And I'm going to try to keep them in line and just put them off to the side. Hi, Sharon. Thanks for joining us. And we're going to need a few of these. I keep losing my 3/8. If I don't see them all, I have a hard time getting to 3/8. That might be enough, but we're going to do one more just in case. Okay. We'll keep that there in case we need it. All right. And over here, I have a piece that is, no, this piece is for something else. That's for the other card. Silly me. I have a couple of card bases. I have an old olive that is not folded very well. Let's see if we can fix that. That's better. And I have a Daffodil Delight. So I want to put these on here like this. We are going to pop them up. Do you like those on the Daffodil Delight or the old olive? Hi, Roberta. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Michelle. Which one do you like better? On the yellow or on the old olive? It's going to go, they're all going to go this way. Ah, old olive. It's unanimous. I like that one too. All right. So I'm going to take some of my strips here, my foam strips, and I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 8. 8. So I'm just going to cut 8 of them or so, just like that. And I'm going to put these on. Oh, I could have gone a little bit longer. Okay. I like when you all agree, especially when you agree with me. Ha ha ha. I never said it was a democracy. I always take input, but never say that I'll follow it 100%. Okay, so this is just a little bit smaller than our card base. I'm trying to get this on straight. We'll see. It's not Hallmark, right, Michelle? So it doesn't have to be perfect. Let's see what we can do. All right, and we'll put some more on here. I'm sorry that you have to watch me do this. I didn't think about doing
The magic of television. That's right, Sharon. It's the Lorraine show. I get to choose. Okay, maybe these bottom pieces are just a tad longer. Let's see. Not really. All right, so what kind of sentiment should we put on this card? Should we go with thinking of you? Should we go with happy birthday? What are you thinking? I have some ideas, of course. I love these fall colors. These could almost be fall leaves. You can't totally tell right now that those are flowers unless you look fairly closely. Grateful. Oh, that's a good idea, Michelle. Yeah, because of the fall colors, right? Let's see if I can fit one more in there. Oh, it's going to be too close. This is when you should work your way into the middle from either side. I know that. And then you can split the difference in the middle or put a smaller one in the middle. But no, I didn't do that. Yep, Joanna, thankful or a grateful. I am not going to fit that in there. No, I'm not. Okay, we're just going to have to leave that. I could cut my card base a little bit shorter. What do you think? Should I trim my card base? How much would I have to take off? Almost 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to do it, guys. Michelle says leave it asymmetrical, but nope, I couldn't do it. I have to open this up. The foam adhesive strips would not let me. I just took off a little sliver. That's all. Just a little sliver. All right. And then we can put on a sentiment. Let's see what I have that says anything about gratitude. I don't know. The zinnia one's going to be too big. Oh, maybe this one. Everyday, no, iconic imagery. That's what I want. I have a nice grateful on that. Let's do grateful. And I know I brought over, no, I only thought about bringing over inks in those colors. I only thought about it. I think Cajun Craze is going to be the color to use on that. Hi, Carol. You're not late. You're right on time. You can always go back and watch the beginning. We're going to do another card as well. So I'm going to put a grateful up there. I buried my chamois. And we can say grateful. I think it has for you. Yes. Let's do for you. Does that say you? I'm having a hard time. No, that says joy. Where's the you? There's the you. And where's the for? Here's the for. Okay. I got to get a little one. Grateful. Where's that little piece? Is this too little? Yep. Yep. I need a piece of old olive. Of course, I don't have a scrap of old olive. Here it is. Sorry. Please forgive me. Grateful for you. Okay. And let's cut those out. And we'll just, I'm going to use my trimmer because you know that will be straighter than what I can do. That's too much. There we go. Too much again. Okay. Here is grateful for, and then the U I need to trim a little bit. Okay. Let's pop this up and we'll see. Well, maybe I want to put a little something right there, a little flower. Grateful for, and don't go away yet because I have another cool thing to show you with that other background. Grateful for you. And I'm going to take those off my fingers. Let's put one more flower. Where did my flower stamp go? Here's the ink pad. Here it is. Okay, let's see if we can put a little flower right there. There we go. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Nope. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to go back. I'll finish this later because I don't like that flower. That muddied it up. Oh, unless we put, yeah, grateful for you. I think I'll do a different circle again with that. I'm not loving that. But that's one way to use a baby wipe background. And then on the inside, I could, let's see, got a piece here. I can cut this. We'll go to 3/8 again. 5/4. And we'll put this on the bottom. I'll post a photo with the sentiment in a little bit. Cheryl L, you think it should be a little bit smaller? I can try that. That might work. And then this would go in the inside. And it's going to fit a little bit tighter on the sides because I trimmed it, but I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. We'll just have a smidge of a border is the technical term. Okay. All right, so we'll fix that one later. But let's go ahead now and look at this one. This should be dry. I'm going to hit it with my heat gun. It still feels a little soggy. I must have had more water on there than I thought. You can do this on the watercolor paper. I wish we had a white watercolor paper. And then you probably wouldn't have to dry it because it reacts with the water a little bit differently. There we go. Isn't that pretty? I really like that background. Whoa, sorry, hit my phone. All right, so we're going to trim this to 4 by 3, and that's pretty much what size the block is. 4 by 3. So I'm going to start with just kind of lining up with the edge of the block, or the edge of the color. I can take a little bit more. There we go. And then we'll go like that. And we'll trim just a hair off of that. Oh, I got paper stuck in my paper trimmer. And then I think I need to take a little bit right here. 4 by 3. Okay. I'm sticking to everything. So we're going to put this on a mat. That's a Cajun Craze mat. That's 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. And I want to put it on here. I might go this way, but that's too plain and too boring for me. So I want to put some leaves on it. So I'm going to stick with the Spotlight on Nature set, and I'm going to use this leaf right there, except it doesn't fit on that block. I have to put it on this one. And I think I'm going to use some old olive. And we're going to stamp a few of these. I don't really want it to go on the other side, so I'm going to mask that a little bit. Oh, you're going to see my measurement notes, okay? There we go. There's that one. And I'm going to put this one in this way. And that one. I got a smudge on the back of the card. Oh well. And then this was probably ink on my glass mat that I did not wipe off. Okay, so that's going to go under there just to give it a little interest. I don't want to get ink on the inside of my card. Give it a little bit of interest. Let's have these come down. Just a couple more. There we go. I can give that a little squirt with my water. And then I do have my chamois around someplace, but okay. Oh, that's still a little bit wet. I need to burnish that. Oh, I love those leaves. Aren't those leaves pretty? I like those leaves. So then I'm going to put that on there for a little background. And I think we need I'm almost wondering if I want to make, I'm going to change my mind on the fly, and I'm going to cut this to 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to take 1/8 of an inch off each side. I still want it to be centered. Just make it a little bit smaller. And we'll put it on perhaps on the Daffodil Delight card base. Like so. I think I like that better. Yep. Okay. Now I need a little sentiment on this one. And I think I got the wrong color. I'm going to do a different sentiment this time, guys, because that one did not work out quite the way I wanted it. So for this one, I'm going to go just a little bit smaller. I'm just running this through my cut and emboss machine. As Michelle would say, please hold. Please hold. And I think right in the middle of there, I will do just the word grateful, which I've lost. Okay, maybe we won't do the word grateful because I can't find that whole stamp set. It's not there. Not there. What? Found it. Found it. Let's do grateful. And I'm going to get some early espresso. I think black would be too dark, but early espresso will work. And I'm going to leave it at grateful and maybe just do does the butterfly fit? The butterfly does not fit. Maybe just partial leaf and old olive. Little old olive on old olive. How's that sound? This has a big smudge on it, so we'll use that. And we'll just go like that. I'll show you that in a second. There is no leaf die with this set. I do, with other sets I could do a little stamp and a leaf. Where do you think the leaf should go, Michelle? Behind there? Michelle's calling for a leaf. Oh, I also had that color. Well, let's cut a leaf right out of that real quick. This might be too little, Michelle. We'll see if it works. If not, we'll wait. Don't forget, you can always use the negative. Wouldn't that be pretty on a card? Oh, this has stuck to things, but look. Gotta throw that out. Wouldn't that be pretty with a green underneath there? Yeah. So Michelle's saying she likes the leaf stamp. And I have this little leaf we could add someplace. I gotta find some bling too. Oh, I haven't glued any of this down yet. I don't know. I don't know about adding a leaf. Let's glue some of this down. Yeah, that negative of the leaf in that circle, Betsy, isn't that pretty? I will definitely be using that on something. Definitely. I tell you, Old Olive is one of my favorite colors. It's good for Christmas. It's good for, I lost my scissors. Good for Christmas. It's good for fall. I think you could use it in the spring. All right, let's get this on the front. I'm popping it up on a few dimensionals. Ribbon. Sharon says ribbon. Ah, where ribbon, Sharon? Where? Before I put this down, need some twine. What colors are in this pack? That is more coppery. Oh, that would work, wouldn't it? Twine. Okay, guys. I will tie a bow if I can. I'm going to go around a couple of times. Is that going to be the right? Yeah. Okay. So let's put this on because I can't put it down anywhere. And then I'll tie it. I like to go under it all and kind of loop it all together. Let's see what we can do here. Okay. That's going to have to work. Sharon, good call. Good call. Oh, yeah, I like the bow. Yeah, I like the bow. I'm going to double pop it. I don't usually do that. Gets kind of thick, but I'm going to do it. A thin strip with a sentiment over there. That would be a great idea too, Jerry. That would be a very good idea. I'll show you what I did on my other one. That's kind of like this. And let's put a piece on the inside. And we'll put this little doodad guy in there. Great ideas, everybody. I hope some of you will try this and then show us your great ideas. You can always post them in a comment here, or you can post them on Chat and Craft Creations. All right, let's put this. That's pretty. Isn't that pretty? I like that leaf. All right, and we need a little bling. I have just the right thing if I can find it quickly. Yes. I think these colors will be perfect. These are faux glass dots. Let's do some. Doesn't tell me on the container what color these are, but they sure look like a Cajun craze. I'm gonna put 3 down here, and you can tell which color I've mostly, well, I guess I've used some of the old olive, but I also like this color. Come on. There we go. So there is this one, Grateful, with that little thing in there. And then here's the other one we made that had the sentiment that went awry. Yeah, I have to fix up that sentiment, but I love, this is almost like that floating frames background. And there's the inside of that one. And then when I was playing earlier today, I used some different colors. I used soft sea foam, balmy blue, and berry burst. And this is the same flower that I used there. And then I just put a little piece on the inside. This one I went the long way, landscape. This one I did portrait. And then this is the smaller piece, like this one. Again, this one was landscape, this one was portrait, and I used the same Nature Spotlight leaf. And this sentiment was from the Regal Flora stamp set, and then the butterfly from Spotlight on Nature. And I did that one on black. Oh, I forgot to put a little piece on the inside, and I need a little bling on that. So that's the fun I've been having with baby wipes lately. It's really a fun way to do some different color. I like it with the block. It's easy to get it on the block and make a nice background. And then I like the strips. So thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate it very much. I hope you have a great rest of your Monday evening. And for those of you that are joining on the Zoom tomorrow night, I look forward to seeing you there. And if you don't usually join on the Zoom, please do. You'll have a lot of fun. All right. Thanks very much. Have a great night. Bye.